Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here, and I'm doing a review of the controversial Wrestlemania 32. We're going to go into just the main matches, not the pre-show. And my initial thoughts of the pay-per-view was, going in, the build was very underwhelming. The only match I was kind of looking forward to was the Shane McMahon and Undertaker match, for a promise of having a new era on Monday Night Raw, but we'll get into that later. We're going to go into the first match, which was a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. We had Zack Ryder, Kevin Owens, Sin Cara, The Miz, Sami Zayn, and Stardust going in for the Intercontinental belt. And Dolph Ziggler, of course, was in the match as well. And going in, thinking this is the first match of the night, Kevin Owens is going to win. But after a hard-fought battle of all people, Zack Ryder, somebody that had not been up on the main roster in a hot minute, they decided to get an Intercontinental title, which was refreshing. But most people was hoping that Sami Zayn was going to win. So I enjoyed the match. A lot of high spots, a lot of stuff where people looked like they was almost going to get killed. So that was a pretty good match. Next match I'm going into is AJ Styles versus Y2J Chris Jericho. And Y2J wins, and I can't figure out why they let Y2J win. AJ should have won. He can't just coming in the WWE, and they or have him at WrestleMania to lose against a part-time like Chris Jericho, which makes absolutely no sense to me. But the way they booked out the match, AJ Styles did look kind of a dummy. He had the match won, but he wanted to play to the crowd, and it cost him. So the way to book the match, it made sense, but it shouldn't have been booked that way. Even though in the long run, this match is not going to hurt AJ any, because Y2J is going to go back singing soon. So he'll be able to have matches with people like Neville when he gets back, and Sami Zayn and Owens. Or maybe they might put the belt on AJ. We will see. Then we had the New Day versus the League of Nations. It was a triple man tag, and it wasn't for the title, so it was just a basic three-way match. Match was pretty cool. New Day came out of the big old box of Bootio cereals, just like characters from off of Dragon Ball Z, so us Dragon Ball Z fans got a kick out of that. Knew who they was being, so that was pretty good. The crowd was so into New Day. You can see all the New Day shirts and unicorns in the crowd. I think that was one of the most over acts in the matches of WrestleMania, for real, to be honest with you. Even though they lost, they put in a good match. And then three of the legends came out. Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and Mick Foley come down there to beat up the League of Nations. And Stone Cold putting people in the sun and sweet chin music. Mr. Socko and the Mandible Claw all on the League of Nations, which was neat to see. New Day come in, try to make good with Stone Cold, but don't trust the rattlesnake. So that was one of the funner parts of WrestleMania 32. Then we had a no-hold-barred street fight with Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar. The match was pretty cool, but it was very short, surprisingly enough. I was shocked how short it was. It was only a 13-minute match, but it seemed like every time Dean would get some kind of offense going, suplex sitting. So Brock Lesnar won that match with the F5 on a whole bunch of chairs. I really don't think this loss hurt Dean Ambrose. I feel like it actually elevated him a little bit more. So losing against Brock Lesnar is not a bad thing because he actually put up a fight. This is the most fight anybody put up against Brock Lesnar since the Undertaker a few years ago, and pretty cool match. Then to me, for real, the match of the night, the Women's Championship match 3-way with Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte with Ric Flair in her corner. Pretty cool entrances. Sasha came down with her cousin Snoop Dogg, and they was rapping her theme song, which was cool. She came out there dressed like Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero, which was a good homage. Everybody was thinking that Sasha was going to win, but Charlotte, with the help of Ric Flair, she is now crowned the new Women's Championship. People was complaining about that finish, but I look at it as like this. Ric Flair is the new J.J. Dillon for Charlotte. So that's the way I look at this situation on that one. So I had no complaint about that at all, to be honest with you. So that's the way I look at it. I know people mad because of the way that finished, but that was the only really run-in that we really had in the pay-per-view, so I had no complaint. Then we had the Hell in the Cell match. Undertaker versus Shane McMahon. Of course, people complaining, oh, Undertaker shouldn't have got beat up so bad by Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon a part-time, blah, blah, blah. All the internet writers and stuff like that. But they put on a hell of a match. I know some people complain about, it was just a stunt show. All the critics and stuff. But to me, that was one of the few matches that people was getting into. The crowd I was with was enjoying it. So, and it made sense for Undertaker to win. Shane wasn't supposed to win that match, unless if he didn't have no help. And of course, the dive from off of the top of the Hell of a Cell, it made sense because he took too long to get up there, and you knew Undertaker was going to move. So, and it was a nice little touch with the pat of the head with Undertaker before he put Shane McMahon in the tombstone. So that was pretty cool. Then we had the 20-man battle royal for the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy. We had some surprises in it. You wouldn't have known because they didn't get their individual entrances. They had DDP and Tatanka in the match. And we had a special appearance by Shaquille O'Neal in the ring wrestling, bucking up against Kane in the Big Show. But the majority of the other wrestlers basically pushed out Shaq and Big Show out at the same time. And luckily, they gave the trophy to Baron Corbin from NXT. So I guess this is the ascension to the main roster. But he's still, I don't know if they still gonna go with him on Austin Aries on NXT. We shall see. And something that I feel like took too damn long was The Rock coming out there. He was milking it for everything he's worth. I love The Rock, but that was just too much of him out there. And he had a match against, that wasn't even a match, but Eric Rowan. That was just The Rock bottom and a 1, 2, 3. And then the rest of the Wyatt family come down there and mess in the match. And then John Cena comes out and he beat the hell out of the Wyatt family. Big mistake for doing that to the Wyatt family. They haven't been winning nothing lately. And this just proves that what's the point of them now? If they try to make a strong build for them, it doesn't matter anymore. Because they just been losing all the time. It just makes no sense. Bray talk a big game, but after a while he just loses. So I don't see the point anymore. Then we had the main event. Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the title. If you wasn't in the arena, I know some people that was actually at the show live. Roman Reigns got booed the whole night, and they tried to turn the mic down so you can hear it. But you could see some of the fans actually leaving the main event because everybody knew that Roman was going to win, because he's the chosen one. If you watch that match closely, you can actually see Triple H booking the whole match during the match and telling Roman Reigns what to do. I know some people like Roman Reigns, but I'm not going for the facade of him. He sucks. He only got 2 moves: clothesline, 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 kick punch, clothesline, the running kick, and the Superman punch and the spear. That's a little bit more than 2 moves, but it's just the same sequence all the time. And you can see past Roman Reigns, and a lot of people said that he the champion, he's supposed to like it. I ain't gonna like it. A lot of other people ain't gonna like it. They already know that Raw is having trouble in the ratings, and this ain't helping them with putting a champ like Roman Reigns as your top guy. He's not ready. He needs to do something with his look, because all he is just riding off the Shield, and it's just was a disappointing ending the WrestleMania. They should have just put, I don't know who they should have put in WrestleMania, but all in all, this was one of the weaker WrestleManias in my eyes. But it's on the network for $9.99, so you can't get mad but so much. Not like you're paying $60. And it makes you, watching this, it makes you feel like that it was only worth $9.99. But I know a lot of people that went and had fun just to be at Mania. But for those that was at home, it wasn't as a pleasant watch as people seeing it live. But I give it a so-so 6. And we'll see tonight on Monday Night Raw what will happen. So, this is Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.